Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Police Quest 3, The Kindred, where we have just successfully identified a potential suspect. His name is Steve Rocklin, and we have an address for him as well of 214 Pigeon Court. Not sure what we're going to do with that information, honestly, but we've got this computer here. Did we sort of print that out? The amount of times I clicked that wrong button. Did we print out that shot of his face or whatever? Is that a thing? Desk is near the filing cabinet. There is a piece of paper here, but it doesn't look like we can pick it up. I don't know if we can like run a systems check on this guy or something. Let's see. Homicide, tools, review. So I've got a number here that I wrote down. I think it's 493027. Now I don't know if that's a case number or if it's like something else. 493027. So yeah, it might be a case number, it might be like a serial number or something like that, but it seems to relate to this Steve Rocklin guy. Okay, that doesn't work. Serial, 49302, oh no, okay, there's not even enough digits for it to be that. So, I don't really know what we do now off the back of identifying this guy. Don't know if it just goes into Marie's case, potentially, which I think was 199144. Let's see if it's gone into there at all. Maybe we have to go to Pigeon Court now and see what's going on. Have we got any? Let's see, we haven't got anything about like potential criminals, which is weird. Tools, DMV. So tools, we did the drawing composite. Alright, maybe we just talk to this lady again. I want to go home. Okay, Carla, that should do it. I'll take you home now. You've been a big help. Oh, okay, right, so we just got to take her home then. It's weird, like we didn't print anything out. Alright, she's back, 4:30. It took like 2 hours to bring her back. The time thing is a bit weird. Well, bless your heart, my car is still safe. That's good. Do we have to... Where's she gone? Do we have to like take the handcuffs off this? I'm guessing we do. We can't just leave it tied up there, can we? Retrieve your cuffs. Okay, nice. All right, well let's save them. So what was it like? It was 1630 or something, wasn't it? Or like 1631. 1630 retrieved cuffs. Where did she? Can we go and see where she went? Did she go into this truck? Company truck. Use your car if you want to leave. Okay, maybe we just leave then. So yeah, this guy as well, Steve Rocklin, I've got a note here that he's affiliated with the Sons of Darkness, which was that cult, wasn't it? So that's interesting. What's all this? You notice Morales checking her watch. She suddenly says, "Yo, Sonny, drive me over to the mall real quick, would you? I've got to make a phone call." She's doing some really odd things. I don't know if it's just because of what happened. Roger, you drive Morales to the mall. Sit tight, boss. I'll only be a minute. You notice that she's careful to take her purse with her. Is she buying drugs or something? It's weird because I don't know if we're just suspicious of her because we had that whole thing with the complaint at the beginning. What do we need to do here? Has she like left anything on the seat? No. Was there like a time thing at the top when we got here, by the way? I didn't notice that. I might have to look back at the recording to see if there was, because this could be something important, I suppose. Could be like, if we have to keep an eye on her and something comes up about a complaint, maybe we'll need to know the exact time she went to the mall. Is she... What are we meant to do here? Can we get out? Oh yeah, she's using the payphone. Morales is making a phone call. Okay. Some of the mall's stores are undergoing renovation. The Army Recruiter's Office. Now that's interesting because the Bronze Star that we got relates to the Army, doesn't it? So I wonder if those guys came from here at some point or were involved with something going on here. I mean, it seems like they stole from the case records. They stole the bronze star from like a veteran and just happened to have it. But it seems like one of them was maybe wearing it. So why would they wear it? I mean, unless the criminal could also have been like in the army at some point and then left, and then I don't know, maybe there's some sort of link there. What is going on here? Do we have to talk to her? No. Can we just drive off? Better wait for your partner. Okay. So we can't... Oh, see? I'm back. Let's go. So ends another shift. You drop Pat off at the station and head home. She's definitely doing something weird, isn't she? I'm not sure what it is. There's something odd going on. We'll keep an eye on her. I like the moths and stuff flying around the lights. That's a nice little touch. Quite impressive detail, actually, for this game. Day 4. We're already on day 4. God, that's gone quickly, hasn't it? Did we didn't check in on Marie yesterday, did we? Or did we? I honestly can't remember. It's my first time recording this for almost 2 weeks because I was sick, so I can't really remember some of the stuff we did. You go through the motions of getting ready for work. Yeah, it says that every day. And we're wearing exactly the same thing. Sonny, do you ever, like, wash your clothes or change? 1 p.m. And we literally just turn up at work whenever we feel like it. 106. We only have 6 minutes drive away. That's not too far, is it? Do we have anything we need to turn in evidence-wise? No. Alright, so let's just head in, I suppose. I kind of feel like we should have submitted the drawing, the face composite thing. Composite. I keep saying composite, it's composite, isn't it? I tell you what, let's do a tour of the floors while we're here, just because, why not? We've also got to remember that Morales went into the locker room for something as well, if you remember. She said she was going to take a shower or something. I'm just a little bit suspicious of some of the things she's doing. Men's locker room. One of these was ours, wasn't it? Hence the lockers. Which one of these was our one? Oh, that one. Let's just have a look in here and see if there's anything... Ah, the code. Yeah, the code. Locker belongs to someone else. Did we have the code written down somewhere? 750, computer access card, notebook. Is it in the notebook? I honestly can't remember. Let's just leave that for now. We'll go up to our office. I doubt there's anything in there that we particularly need right now. Maybe if we, get called on to a certain assignment or something, we can do that. Let's just check this cupboard again, just to see if there's any more stock in here. Obviously, we've got the batteries and the flares before, but... No. Okay, fine. Let's head up to floor 2. I guess go into the homicide office. And see if there's anything waiting for us in our basket, I suppose. Just going through the motions of the day-to-day job. Do you know what? I do actually quite like this game. I wasn't sure how I was going to enjoy it after the first 2 being so good. Some of it's a little bit repetitive, but, that's the nature of the game, I think. But I'm quite enjoying the story. I'm enjoying sort of doing, like, the admin-y things in the game. I think it's quite cool. Why are we facing that door? Okay, we're in. There's something in our box. Gotta take care of some woman stuff, Bonds. Be right back. Why does she keep disappearing every time we come into the office? I'm kind of thinking, like, do we search her desk? Or do we... I don't know. Let's overwrite this. I might follow her. Day 4 office. I'm getting a little bit suspicious. Let's search her desk. It's locked. Nothing of interest on the desk. Do you know what? Let's follow her. We've saved. So if we get like a game over for entering the women's locker room or something, then we can just reload. But she does this all the time whenever we enter the office. She did the suspicious phone call yesterday. Was the elevator on the ground floor there, or is that animation always the same? she out here? Doesn't look like she's out here. Maybe the animation always shows it as being on the ground floor, though. I doubt they were sophisticated enough to change that for everything. Right. Can we go in here? Or is it going to give us a game over or like a you cannot do this kind of thing? Oh, we can, I think. Ooh, that lady ought to be in professional boxing. Guess you went in at the wrong time. You men are all alike. Only one thing on your filthy minds, pervert. Okay, fine. Guess you went in at the wrong time. Okay, we'll have to remember that. I'm going to load just because I don't know that we should have done that. Anyway, there's a subpoena in your basket. Okay, let's take a look at this. You remove the subpoena. You are commanded to appear in the Lytton Municipal Court as a witness in the case of People versus Juan Ruiz. You remember that you cited Mr. Ruiz for impeding traffic. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Okay, so we've got to go to the court, I guess? Oh, we picked that up, but it's just not in our inventory. All right, well, court it is. Let's go to the court. Where is the court? Let me see if I can get my map. Where is it? The court, is it on here? It is. So it's literally just like 2 blocks east of where we are, I think. 200 East and 8th, if that's how you say it. We don't in this country. We have like every road has its own name, so it will just be like something street or something grove, something road. Like they all have individual names. Like sometimes they're named after people, sometimes they're named after things. It seems like in America there's more of like a 4th Street, 5th Street, things like that, which is a bit different to here. Which car do we take here? I'm guessing we take this one. Ah, here she comes. She's coming with us. Where was she? Maybe she was in the locker room and we're just being suspicious for nothing. It is entirely possible that she was just using the phone the day before to like call home or something. Right, hang on. Southbound on 6. Southbound on 6. So if we're going southbound on 6, we want to go left here, I think. Eastbound on Rose. So we want to go eastbound on Rose until we can go west onto 8th, I think. I think that's right. It should be like 2. Yeah, so we don't want to go to 7th. We want to go to 8th. Oh, we forgot to do our little thing, didn't we? That's it. That's actually really helpful, that thing. That grid thing. Okay, so Lytton Court. Okay, so do we just get out here? Yeah, we do. Okay, we're at the court. Nice. I'll be waiting for you in the car, boss. Okay, so she's not even going to come in, so that's interesting. All right, well, let's save Lytton Court. Now, last time we came to court, we made a bit of a mess of things, didn't we, in the first game? I think that was the last time we came to court. Well, I suppose we were in court at the end of the first game as well, weren't we, when Baines got sentenced, but, we'll see. Right, in we go. Ooh, the court looks fancy in this one. I like this. You take the witness chair next to the Deputy District Attorney. The bailiff says in a loud voice, "All rise for the Honourable Judge Mildred Simpson." Here she comes. The bailiff says in a loud voice, "Court is now in session. Please be seated." Thank you. Directing her attention to the prosecutor, Judge Simpson says, "Mr. Cannon, please call your first witness in the People versus Ruiz." The People call Officer Sonny Bonds to the stand, Your Honour. Oh God, do we remember what happened with this guy? I feel like we might need to do some good police work here, and I don't know if I remember it. Was he the guy who was... please raise your right hand. Was he the guy who was like driving erratically? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yeah. We do, yeah. I do. Okay. Please state your name and occupation for the court. Sonny Wands, Detective Sergeant with the LPD. Okay. Officer Bonds, on September 14th, you issued a citation to a one Jose Ruiz. Is that correct? Yeah. Yes, that's correct. Officer Bonds, do you see Mr. Ruiz anywhere in the courtroom? You point out Mr. Ruiz and say, that's the man there seated at the defendant's table. Speaking to the court reporter, let the record reflect that Officer Bonds has identified the defendant, Mr. Juan Ruiz. Officer Bonds, would you please describe the events which led up to your issuing a citation to Mr. Ruiz? I don't remember. Certainly, I had routine traffic duty that day. I had been on duty for about 6 hours when I was patrolling the highway when I drove up on a line of slow-moving cars in the fast lane. Oh, yeah. I pulled around them in the slow lane, and when I reached the head of the line, I saw Mr. Ruiz in a 58 Ford Fair lane. I could see immediately that he was going way under the speed limit, so I clocked him. My speedometer registered 35 miles per hour. That's a lie, ma'am. Irritated, Judge Simpson raps a gavel. You're out of order, Mr. Ruiz. You'll have a chance to tell your side of the story in due time. Officer Bonds, could you show the court the speedometer calibration chart for the police vehicle you're operating that day? What? What the hell is that? What is the speedometer calibration? This. I mean, we don't have that, so I'm guessing we were supposed to get that. Do you have the chart or don't you, Officer Bonds? I mean, just hand him the calibration chart. We don't have a calibration chart. Where would a calibration chart be? I'll take that for a no. Let the record reflect that we have no calibration chart for evidence on this case. I have no oh god, okay, right. Well, in that case, we'll go back to the office. And I think we'll probably have to try and find a calibration chart, but we'll do that in the next episode because we're out of time. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons, Arcades Games, Wade Nate, Tumley Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Barry Aldridge, Hobo, Numinous, Coomedian, and Paulione. And I'll see you next time where we look for a calibration chart.